Hello everyone, today is Sunday and we're almost through the month of May. I believe, let me see, I go to the hospital on Friday, and then I think a few more days and it will be, I'm not sure when June 1st is. But anyway, I have a mammogram on Friday. How is your weekend going? I am still here with the dogs, looking after Lucy off and on. I just live 2 doors down, and sometimes she's a pest to get in the house, but back in once she's out. She's been, I'll tell you, underneath this deck over here, she has been smelling something, and twice a bird has came out from underneath there, like she gets underneath where the building is, and tries to reach up. Right now she's just smelling everything, but she's one busy soul. And I made 3 loaves of bread yesterday, and I did a loaf of bread for my brother today and made some rolls. When they were on their second time raising in the pans this time, I took them down to Brian and cooked them there. So we had some hot rolls, and they were going to get supper ready, and we left to come home so I could let Lucy out. And there she sits again, waiting to see if she can hear anything or see anything above her, and like the birds. But anyway, soon Ronnie should be home, and her mom should be out of the hospital, or either, not sure whether they'll put her in a home after having heart surgery at the age of 90, but she's fortunate to still be here. And with Ronnie, he needs to be able to walk the stairs to get in the house, so they have to work on that to see if he can do that before coming home. So for going on now, it will be 5 weeks this coming Tuesday that I have been coming and letting the dog in and out so many times a day. And she is just outside right now. She's sitting, and you probably can't see her right there, but let me push this up. There she is. Lucy! Lucy! There she is. That's Lucy girl. Yeah. Did you head out to church today? I didn't. And should have. Last night I just didn't sleep well, and so I didn't go anywhere. But I did, like I said, I made bread for my brother. And apparently he tried to make bread himself yesterday, and see it, he's got a loaf of bread sitting on the counter and some rolls, so, of his own. But anyway, this has been a rainy weekend, and maybe a couple of days this coming week we'll have quite warm weather. I want to get some flowers to be able to put them in some pots and hang them, if I can find the time to do that. My brother's dog, when he passed away, was given to a lady quite a distance from us, and my daughter came out yesterday to help find a pen, fenced-in area that he can go into. Shadow was always just a one person, no other dogs around when my brother had him for 3 or 4 years. And he was such a faithful dog. Johnny loved this dog so much, and it was sad to let somebody else take Shadow, and I wish I could have. But we were in a condo at that time, and it wasn't allowed to have that big of an animal. And she was such a good dog, and the woman that took the dog, she doesn't have a lot of money to look after him, and I'm sad. And that saddens me that things that Shadow would have had, he hasn't had. And she's taken her dog and Shadow for a drive, and not having the window up high enough, that Shadow ended up falling out of the vehicle. Not saying that she wasn't a good person. It happened. But now, because there's new neighbors in their area, Shadow doesn't know them. These dogs have come into their yard, and Shadow has fought with these dogs. And now the SPCA apparently was called, and they gave this woman options. Get a pen for Shadow when he is out, and or he cannot be rehomed. If I had a home that he could come and stay in, I definitely would just go take the dog. And if she can't get a pen, then he will be euthanized. So my oldest daughter knows her, and she was one of the ones that took Shadow down to her. Robin is going to get the pen and take it down to her. Now that's got to be done as soon as possible. So I hope that in the meantime Shadow does not get euthanized, because she's paid out money, like a couple of $100 plus to get the vehicle and come like 60, 70, 80 kilometers to pick up the kennel, and then take it another distance, quite a distance, out back at Tracy that way, which is quite a distance from Minto. So she'll have quite a bit of gas money in that, taking that out to them. Plus she'll need somebody to help lift it up and put it on the truck. So it's going to be quite a job, and but that's up to her. She's already decided she's going to do it. I don't know when she's going to find the time, but it's got to be done as soon as possible, because apparently I think they've given a date for the woman that has Shadow to get that done. Anyway, I personally have been watching the ILTV news, which is Israel news, and I have heard through our Canadian news that our new Prime Minister Carney for Canada, the Prime Minister in Great Britain, or the UK, and the President in France is turned their back on Israel, and how they can say that Gaza, the Palestinians should have that land, when it actually, in first place, was Israel's. God gave it to them. But I am so ashamed of the countries in our world who are so against Israel, and I feel that with our new government that is in, that I believe God is going to punish our country for the choices, the decisions they're making. And I guess that's, I spoke talking to my husband today about that. And when you read the Bible, there's the kings back in those days. You could see the good and the evil kings, good kings and evil kings. And I believe at this time, I believe that God is in control. But I think we're going to face some difficult things if the Lord doesn't return here in Canada, because of the choices that those in government make on behalf of Canada. They're not making this on behalf of me. We all need to stand up and fight and make our what we believe in. Stand up for what we believe in. And I don't know where you're watching from, or I know I've got some Canadian ones that I have on my YouTube that have subscribed. But I pray that you will pray for Canada, that you will pray that Israel will be able to defeat the Hamas, the Hezbollah, the Houthis, Iran, who is head of all of it, and that we can pray and will pray for the peace of Jerusalem. I'm thankful that you are here with me, and I would so appreciate if you would like, share, and subscribe. And God bless you all from Minto, New Brunswick. Have a great day.